Now, you want to know what's going to dominate the watch world in 2026? Well, I've got the inside scoop for you. Today, we're counting down the 10 hottest watches that everyone will be chasing in 2026. So let's dive in. Kicking off at number 10 is the all-new Land Dweller. The Land Dweller marks perhaps the most significant launch from Rolex in recent years. It's inspired by vintage design and built with Rolex's first high-frequency mechanical movement, the all-new caliber 7135 Hodinkee. This isn't just another Submariner or date-just variation. Rather, it's Rolex saying, we can still surprise you. It comes in both the 40mm and 36mm sizes, making it a suitable option for every wrist. You'll find it in stainless steel, rose gold and platinum. It has that unique honeycomb dial pattern that catches light like nothing else in the Rolex lineup. Prices start at around $10,000 for steel, but good luck finding one at retail. Authorized dealers already have waiting lists that stretch into 2027. Let's just say that in 2026, this will be the watch everyone is hunting. Now, did Rolex shock you with something new? Wait until you see what Patek Philippe did to fix their most controversial watch. Sliding into number 9 is the Patek Philippe Cubitus. When Patek Philippe launched the Cubitus in 2024 at 45mm, the watch world had opinions about it being really big. It left many wondering who exactly the watch was made for. Fortunately, Patek listened. This birthed the 40mm that will take the world by storm in 2026. These latest Cubitus models are scaled for comfort without diluting the design's geometric punch. It's available in white gold with a blue dial or rose gold with a brown dial. Both versions retain the rounded rectangular case and integrated bracelet, but now feel far more wearable on a range of wrists. You can get it for around $72,000 or less, depending on where you're buying it from. Although Patek made their watch smaller, coming up as the most complicated watch you'll ever see in 2026. Claiming number 8 is a watch that seems obvious but hasn't happened yet. When Tudor released the Pelagos 39 in 2022, it was an instant hit. The watch is 39mm wide, beautifully thin, and incredibly wearable. However, it's only available in titanium. Now, don't get me wrong, titanium is fantastic. It's lightweight, hypoallergenic, and has a distinctive matte grey finish. The Pelagos 39 uses Tudor's Grade 2 titanium, which is tougher than the Grade 5 used by some competitors. But many collectors prefer the heft and shine of stainless steel. Steel has more wrist presence. It ages differently with scratches that polish out. Now, a steel Pelagos 39 would fill a huge gap in Tudor's lineup. It could come with a classic black dial, or maybe a navy blue to complement the Black Bay 58 blue. At an expected price of around $4,200 to $4,500, this would be one of the best daily wearers in the market in 2026. It would compete directly with the Rolex Explorer 124270, but at a more accessible price point and potentially better availability. Now, if you thought things were getting predictable, think again. The next one is anything but ordinary. Landing at number 7 is Hublot's expected push into crazy materials and bold designs. If you know anything about Hublot, you know they love being first. First to use rubber straps with luxury cases, first to create magic gold that's scratch resistant, first to use sapphire in wild colors. They're the brand that asks why not when everyone else says that's impossible. For 2026, word on the street is that Hublot might be working on new ceramic colors, possibly expanding their Big Bang lineup with materials nobody's used before. They could also drop a high jewelry piece or a celebrity collaboration. In the past, they've done successful partnerships with Ferrari, FIFA World Cup, and individual athletes. Even Hublot CEOs hinted in interviews that they're always working on new material innovations in their Swiss labs. Could it be a new composite or an ultralight material for sports watches? Your guess is as good as mine, but if Hublot stays true to form, whatever they release will be bold, expensive, and controversial. Some people will love it, others will hate it, and that's exactly how Hublot likes it. Now, just when you think you've seen it all, the next release takes luxury to an entirely new level. Roaring into number 6 is Rolex's wildest dial material yet. Rolex introduced the Tiger Iron Dial for select GMT models. The natural stone is made up of red jasper, hematite, and tiger's eye. In fact, the unique stone dial in limited allocation make it a novelty. You can find it in ever rose gold and yellow gold, and each of them is completely unique because the stone pattern varies. Actually, this model retails for $50,750 and is trading close to $100,000. Why is it so expensive? Because it's driven by rarity and exotic visual signature. This watch represents Rolex getting creative with materials in a way they rarely do. You can expect this to become even harder for you to find in 2026 as collectors realize there are one-of-a-kind pieces. Now, before we continue, if you're loving this countdown and want to stay ahead of watch trends, smash that like button and subscribe. We've got the inside scoop on everything coming your way. Breaking into the top 5 is what Audemars Piguet will bring to Watches and Wonders 2026. AP has confirmed they'll be exhibiting at Watches and Wonders Geneva 2026, which is a big deal. This is the industry's biggest watch show, where brands unveil their most important releases. AP doesn't show up to an event like this without bringing serious heat. Based on their recent patterns, AP could debut a new Royal Oak variant. It could be a new dial color or case size that fills a gap in their lineup. They might also expand their Code 11.59 collection, which has been gaining traction since they introduced steel models. Remember, AP shocked everyone with the Royal Oak concept in 2002, and they've been known to take risks. Industry insiders are betting on either a significant Royal Oak offshore update or a new complication in the Royal Oak Jumbo line. Some whispers suggest they might introduce a perpetual calendar with a new user-friendly crown setting system across more models. Whatever AP brings to Watches and Wonders 2026, you can bet it'll be expensive, limited, and you shouldn't miss adding it to your watch collection. Now we're halfway through the list, and the competition's about to heat up. One of the biggest watch comebacks we're expecting in 2026 is the legendary Universal Geneve Polerouter. If you know a bit about watch history, you'll understand why this is a big deal. The Polerouter isn't just another vintage watch, it's a classic designed by the legendary Gerald Genta. This was the same man behind icons like the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak and Patek Philippe Nautilus. Now Breitling is reportedly planning to bring back the Universal Geneve brand. That means we might see the Polerouter reintroduced with modern updates while keeping the charm that made it a favourite decades ago. This relaunch has everyone in the watch community buzzing. Collectors are curious to see if Breitling will stay true to the original design or give it a bold new twist. Either way, it's shaping up to be one of the most anticipated releases in 2026. It has a mix of nostalgia and innovation that could reintroduce a forgotten legend to a new generation of watch enthusiasts. And speaking of comebacks, here's one brand that never really left. Earning the bronze spot at number 3 is Grand Seiko's latest masterpiece. The new caliber 9RB2 movement is one of the most accurate mechanical movements ever made. We're talking about a precision of plus or minus 3 seconds per month. Actually, there are also 2 versions of this watch. The first one, the SLG B001, comes in titanium with a soft cherry blossom pink dial. It's limited to just 500 pieces and priced around $11,600. The second, the SLG B003, is crafted in platinum with a deep blue dial. Only 30 of those will be made, and they come in at about $51,000. Both watches have a 37.3mm case and an incredible 10-day power reserve. That means you can take it off for an entire week and it'll still be running perfectly when you wear it again. For watch nerds, this is huge. For everyone else, it means you're wearing a mechanical watch that keeps time almost as well as your phone. Meanwhile, both of these watches will be available throughout 2026. This represents Grand Seiko's biggest technical achievement to date. Now, precision is one thing, but emotion, that's what sets the next timepiece apart. Taking the runner-up position is Tudor's milestone achievement. After 99 years of watchmaking, Tudor has created their first ever Moonphase complication. The Tudor 1926 Lunar was unveiled in September 2025, just ahead of the Mid-Autumn Festival, marking a significant milestone for the brand. Despite being a dress watch, it maintains Tudor's practical DNA with 100 meters of water resistance thanks to its screw-down crown and solid case back. Also, the champagne dial variant was developed with input from brand ambassador Jay Chou, the Taiwanese singer known as the King of Mandopop. His creative influence shows in the refined details. So, what makes this watch important for 2026? This is Tudor expanding beyond their comfort zone. They're known for dive watches and GMTs, but the 1926 Lunar shows they can do complications, classic design, and accessible pricing all at once. If you're a Tudor fan looking for something different, this watch is your answer. It's in stores now and will be a major player throughout 2026. Finally, we've arrived at the one watch that brings history, legacy, and pure excitement together. Of course, the number one confirmed watch for 2026 is a Speedmaster Olympic edition. This is the most famous chronograph in history, dressed up for the Winter Olympics. The Speedmaster Professional Milano Cortina 2026 edition has a 42mm stainless steel case with the classic moonwatch design. The black step dial includes the Milano Cortina logo subtly integrated into the design, with white super luminova filled hands and hour markers. What makes this watch special is that it combines space history with Olympic heritage. This is two of the biggest events in human achievement. Also, the production window is limited to the Olympic period, so once the Games ends, that's it. No more will be made. Meanwhile, pricing is expected around $6,800 to $7,200, which is reasonable for a collectible Speedmaster. Now, if you're buying one watch in 2026 that you know will be significant, this is it. Although 2025 has given us some amazing releases, 2026 is shaping up to be the year that changes everything. But while these watches are making headlines, one man has quietly built one of the most elegant collections in the world. So, if you're ready to see what time looks like on Roger Federer's wrist, head to our next video. You'll be glad you did.